Welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival, and we're starting this video out in space, hovering just above the Silver Warrior, which we were working on in the last part. And what I want to do in this part is go to a new system, preferably in Kriel space, because I really want to see what their POIs look like and, well, just check the whole system out. But before that, a bit of an update from the end of the previous video where I was working on this superstructure here. And you can see I've made quite a lot of progress and completed the main exterior work. The interior still needs some polish on it, but what actually happened was that after the end of the last video I started work on this cockpit area here, and I had a lot of fun and games trying to get these triangular shapes fitted together. And this is a double layer armored cockpit. If I come in close, you will see that on the outside we've got armored windows, on the inside we've got heavy windows, basically to give a bit of extra protection. And the reason I did this is I can't remember who actually suggested it in the comments, but it seems to be a very good solution. Plus I think in some ways it actually blends in the shape of the superstructure as well. So just to give you a bit of a tour of where we are, I've stuck with Jeff Randall's way of getting in now. I did consider putting some side doors in, but I couldn't really see the point. If I come right forward now, you will see the gap between the two layers of glass. And the reason for that is that these angled shapes occupy whole blocks. So in some ways, so what I had to do is effectively have a diagonal block there. And that's what made putting in those triangular shapes really frustrating. I must admit, I was getting to the point where I was going to stop doing it and chuck it away and take a new approach event, but I got there in the end. So this is our double layer cockpit, which should give us quite a lot of protection should we get attacked. The only downside is because the glass is a bit dark, you can't see that much through it. But that's the way it goes. And back here what I've done is I put some furniture out just to break up this vast room, which is, I think, is one of the hazards when you build these big carriers. You know, by the time you put the essentials in, you've got lots of empty space, so you start thinking, what am I going to do? So I've just put in a few consoles. We got I don't know, things like that. I've fully charged the ship with some oxygen just to show you. See, I mean, that took a lot of oxygen. The same with the fuel tank. I mean, filling this stuff, filling the fuel tanks up and all this is something on an epic scale now. I mean, I'm going to have to produce fuel cells and oxygen on an almost industrial position going forward. And I think if I go down one layer now to an even bigger empty room here, this is going to be my med bay domestic area. You can see how big this room is. I probably will divide it into sections, probably across here, with an open area here, just to try and break up the expense. And of course, this glass here is only a single layer, but to be honest, there's going to be nothing in here that's particularly that important. We go down here because there's one thing I do want to do before we leave, and that is, at the moment, I'm drawing power for these grow plots. So what I would like to do is just put that onto player. Can't remember now. It's Pioneer 2. The cargo box 1. Yeah, it wasn't a bad guess, was it? So I thought, well, I mean, I've got these plants, so I might as well put them out and get some benefit from having the grow plot lights on. Not that I've got any shortage of food. I'm getting quite a lot of good supply of food from the what we call it, the Pioneer. The only thing I'm short of is plant fiber. So what I might do is have a whole plot of plant fiber, because that will probably have one down here that's got, probably could have both these plots with full of plant fiber, because that's one area where things are a little bit short. Otherwise I'm going to have to just carry on wandering around chopping trees down. And I suppose what I could do is just put in a few remaining bits and pieces, probably put you there. We got a couple of these. What's this? I think these are perfing sprouts. We just filled this area in. And I suppose the other thing I should show you is that I've been doing some work on the weapon systems. Obviously here, because they're all highlighted in red. I'll just give you a bit of a tour of what I've got in the way of weapon systems. Back here we got 2 rocket turrets to give defences here, with a flak tower here, which should give me support against drones. Of course, we've got the big artillery turret on the roof. The only downside of that is you'll see that when I get into the cockpit, the barrel gets in the way, but there's not much I can do about that. Got a couple of rocket turrets here. Of course, we've got the defences underneath. I've highlighted all the weapon systems in red. So we got another artillery turret down here. We've got pulse laser cannon turrets, plasmas. Anything we don't have down here at the moment, we only got the single rocket turret back here. But eventually, what we will do is have more weapons once I put the nacelles on the side here. And then going forward, we've got I think this is a rocket turret, and we got a cannon turret, another rocket turret, cannon turret, and of course on the side here we've got, this is just a cannon turret. We've got a flak turret here, plasma turret on each side of the cockpit. We've got a pulse laser underneath and another rocket turret up here. So I think we've got a pretty impressive weapons system in here. I'd be quite interested to try this out against hostile, but it could be interesting. And just to give you an idea, if I come into devices, come down here, you'll see we got 29 turrets here. I've got absolutely no. Oh, we're certainly not going to kill predators. Hover vehicles, though. Small vessels, capital vessels. You're never going to attack a base. So take that off. Warp turret. I mean, I am toying with the idea of splitting this into groups. So turrets, mounted weapons, thrusters, generators. Yeah, I think that will. You're going to be able to take out drones. Yep. Yeah, as I said, I am toying with the idea of maybe splitting the different weapons into groups so that the artillery turret and the rocket launchers don't waste their ammunition taking out drones. These are really for heavier ships, and then the flak turrets and the ordinary cannons can deal with drones. Anyway, I'm just going to drop in here. So I've got that on. Get back into here. I suppose we better choose where we're going to go. So just come into here. So just control to come out here. I'd like to go into, let's say, Krill territory. What's that? Ah, come on, stop playing about game. Let's come back here. Don't know how far in we can go. Got an A-class system. I don't recall going to an A-class system. This one's just too far away, so can't get that one. We got Miramara there. That's an A-class system. That's an M-class. I think we're currently in a K. Oh, it's a bit disappointing. Well, I want to stay in this general area here because I do want to come back into Xerox territory a bit on the way later on. That's 35. I think our maximum range is 30, isn't it? So lock target 30.8. I'm not going to get there. I was hoping to do a jump straight into. Right, you 23. It looks like we're going to have to go to an M class system to get into Kriel Space. Can't we get any closer? No, it's just going to have to be that one, isn't it? Unless we... Yeah, I think we'll go with that. This is the current system. Okay. That's where we're going to go. And let's just turn the power on. Thrusters on. Get the power on. I've got everything fueled. go into third person. Oops. Now the reason I'm so far back is the fact that because of the superstructure, when I was docking the capital vessel, I had to pull back because all I could see when I was trying to land the capital vessel was the back of the artillery turret, which is what I alluded to earlier on. So we should be able to get a little bit of speed up. Okay, we're up to speed. Press K, and away we go. Okay, so we got a red planet. So we got a red star. Now what we got to do is what we got here. We got LF. I push. Get. We get any information on it? I must admit, I push sector. It says neutral, undiscovered, station services. Well, it says yes, and then it says no. Oh, that's because it's following out here. And we got a few resources there. Temperature min max easy. So it's saying this station that actually looks better than that, doesn't it? Actually, quite like that one there. So I've got to fit. Oh, so Dorovum there is a gas giant, so I don't really want to go there because we'd have to go to the individual moons, don't we? So that moon looks pretty interesting. I actually quite like this. This has got titanium and promethium asteroids it's hinting at. So if we lock the target. Okay. So we're just going to lock onto that. That's 5 astronomical units away. So where are you? And hopefully we are going to meet the Kriel. Going to need to put some more thrusters and probably some RCSs into this ship. Well, it's effectively a flying gun platform, but when it's not really maneuverable. So we're just going to get here, and away we go again. So there's the planet. Let's throw out a scan and see what's around. Not as much as I was hoping for. I don't know. There's something up there. Got something there. We've got a few asteroids around. I think what we'll do is we'll just head for the planet. We're not that far away. It looks like we could be another lava planet. It says there's something over there, 12 kilometers away. Just check. We got copper, silicon, neodymium, promethium, and titanium asteroids. Okay. Let me just get into a level. Now, in theory, we should be in it. In theory, we are. Actually forgotten what is my standing with the Kriel. Kind of friendly to us. So I think probably just about in the position. We can just park here for the moment and jump up. Turn the thrusters off. Try and save a bit of Now, I'm not going to turn on the oxygen for this room because we haven't got a ventilator in here yet. And to be honest, I'm not totally convinced I want to fill these rooms with oxygen. I'm just quite happy to. Actually, what we could do is, I can't grow plants without oxygen, can I? So. The oxygen won't be in here. The oxygen will only be in one place, which is the farm. I think what we're going to do for this initial reconnaissance is we're going to take the SV, but we won't take the hover tank because if we find anything in particular very interesting down here, what we will do is come back for the hover tank. I think, because it's just such a pain loading the hover tank into the capital vessel. Why aren't you docking? Because you can't dock. Forgot about that completely. Just gonna park you out here. Yeah, because you can't dock because this is docked. Just go in the front entrance. And we'll turn you off, back on again. Okay. Wow, I'm nearly out of fuel. Ooh, crucial. Wasn't paying attention to that. Yes, I know. No, don't tell me. That 53. Oh, that was a. That wasn't any mistake, wasn't it? This is one of the problems that if you're used to building in creative mode, you forget all about food and oxygen and power to your ships. But the reality is that if you don't power your ships up, you run out. Have I done any damage to these? No. I mean, I think this lot's pretty resilient. All kind of the old wheat texture doesn't seem to work that well. What I'm going to do now is find my SV. There it is. So let's just go and jump into the Merc. And we'll just dock you on top. A little bit too far back, but I think we'll be okay. Out. Okay, we'll just go in the front entrance. Tag where the ship is so that we can find it when we want to come back, and we'll just go down onto the planet here. I mean, to be honest, if it doesn't work out, we'll go a bit deeper into Krill space and see what's around. Maybe go just like, oh no, this isn't a lava planet. Okay. Lots of resources there. Lots of resources. There's something there. What have we got here? Gold deposit. Thank you, game. What is on here? We got 10 estrum, zirconium, copper, cobalt, silicon, 9 promethium, and 10 gold. 9 gold. Not bad. There's multiple anti-aircraft turrets detected. No trees though. Right, what I'm going to do now is we're just going to fly across the surface and see what we can find. And I'll be right back once I find something interesting. Welcome back. I've found a Krill POI, so we're just going to fly in and take a look at this and see what it is. You're entering the Kriel Empire territory. Your current reputation is friendly. So we're right on the edge here at the moment. I'm not exactly sure what this is, so we're just getting close and see what it is. Got a Krill Pylon. What on earth is a Krill Pylon? Looks very much like a defensive. Wow. Gotta check this out. Just getting. Stand here. Oh, these guys mean business, don't they? Was that 3 rocket turret, laser turret, and another? So you got 2 laser turrets and a rocket turret on here. I don't think there's an entrance, is there? I must admit, I really do like the way it's been built. I think Jeff Randall's done quite a lot on this. I don't know if we can. Wow. Hello, guys. Yeah. There's the core. So the core's fairly exposed. We decided to get into a shooting match, but I don't really want to get into a shooting match with the Kriel just at the moment, because I just want to take a look at their POI. So there's a loot box there hidden away. Yeah, not bad actually. Okay. Anything else around here of interest? It looks almost like this is just stuck out on its own. We've got a 100% Promethean deposit here. I wouldn't mind mining out. Maybe we'll just stop off and pick up the Promethean. Because these ships are incredibly hungry for power. Problem's going to be is getting in close enough with these rocks here. I think if I can just drop. Okay. Nope. Forward a bit. Get further. Back up a bit. Down a bit. Right, we need some food before we go anywhere. I've been manufacturing more food and some more medical supplies just in case. You never know. So just go grab the Promethean. I think we can mine here. So oops. Brief moment then I thought I'd lost my drill. Minus 48, minus 49. Okay, Promethean, where are you? Where is? we should be able to mine that from inside here. So we'll just hook up to... Oh, we got some space in here because I've transferred some of what I had in here to the Silver Warrior, so I'm just gonna... So I'm pretty sure we got mining rights with the Krill, so... Right, it's going to take a little while to mine this out, and I'll be right back once I've actually done it. Now, I've mined out everything I can see, but it's still saying that, that there's a little block just down there. Because one of the annoying things with the deposit, these types of deposits, is it doesn't tell you that you've got everything until you've got every last little bit. It stays at 100%. I think that is actually a bug. Yeah, I think we've now got everything out of there. Because I've got no idea how much I actually... Because I've got no idea how much I actually picked up. Could have 2,775. And we got plenty of Promethium. But the downside is that with the current ship, the downside is we go through Promethium at a phenomenal rate. Up the oxygen and just get back up front, and we'll jump back in the ship and see what else we can find. Let's just see where the position of the sun is. I suppose we could go down to this group of 3 over here and see what that actually looks like. That's slightly southwest. So we'll just go in this direction and see what we can find. One thing I have noticed, that since the introduction of the bigger galaxy, the planets are a lot more rougher now compared to what they were in the past. We've got some small zirconium there. I mean, I wouldn't mind that zirconium, but I think getting at it might be, whoops, might be a little bit tricky. If we can get in. Yeah, it's going to be down the bottom of that canyon, isn't it? Let's see if we can find maybe that one there. Could be zirconium as well, and that bit. Yeah, that one looks like a bit more friendly. That was 542. I mean, I don't need that much zirconium, but I'll take anything that's around. There's a bit of blue stuff there. Curious to see what that is. So I think we come out here. Just break that. Whoops. Break that link. Just go down. There's the zirconium. There was a rock down here with like a blue patch. I can hear something. Shotgun. What is this? I was 2 Promethium. Bit of a waste. Bit worried about what I could hear here. Let me just... come back through the ship. That's a little bit far away, I think, to mine, but give it a go. Going to be right on the limit of... oh, no, we're not going to be able to do that. That one's 209. That one's 252. Okay. Just move forward a little bit and see if we can get any closer. Something tells me the Sarcosium is actually across this edge here. We land in the bottom of here. Just come back and down. Not the most elegant of landings, but I think we'll be okay there. Wow. I've just fell through the... what we got there. Gotcha. So the legacy is on this planet as well, so it's almost like they're scattered around. And just... like the Sarcosium is under the ship, so you get back inside here. Wait. Open, please. Just do the hook. That's refined pentaxid. Just put this, oops, raw food. I'm just going to mine this out and I'll be right back. I'm just picking up the last couple of little bits, although it looks like I'm getting more crushed stone than Sarcosium. So we picked up some Sarcosium, which is going to be useful because we're going to need some of the rarer elements to make the ammunition for the capital vessel. So I'm just going to come in here, turn that back on. And we'll just come out of here, throw out a scan. Some more resources over there. Let's see. Got a small estrum deposit here. I've got quite a lot of estrum at the moment, so I don't really want to. And just imagine trying to get across this terrain in a hover tank. What you'd have to do is build up speed and then kind of try and jump some of these canyons. If you ended up down in the bottom of one, life could be quite interesting actually. If we keep going south, we might find something. Oh, I found a medium promethium. Certainly going to want that. So we're just going to get in here. Oops. Just shuttle down a little bit, land here amongst these rocks. I'm just going to come here. And that off. It says the Promethium is 29, so we should be able to mine it from here. Also, I can't see it once I'm out here. There is. Again, I'm just going to get down and mine this out, and I'll be right back. Constructor in, hook that up. Right, I think I've got everything. Yeah, I think I've got everything from there. Have a look. Yeah, so we got over, so we got probably another 2,000 odd Promethium, which is going to be quite useful because what I'm going to need to do is come down here. Food's getting short again. And I think what we can do is just set up. I can't do it with the small constructor, I have to do it with the advanced constructor. Change you to output. I wouldn't mind, say, make 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of those. I don't want to use up too much of my water. And then what we'll do is we'll run over 10, 20, 30. 40 of those just to keep pushing out the power supplies here. We've got 68 oxygen, maybe we're, and 6 oxygen on top, just to keep the whole thing going. And definitely seem to go through a lot more food now. I don't. Ammo. Notice I'm slugging around the texture. I think just to wind this video up, what I'm going to do is we're just going to have one more quick look round and see what we can find. I think it's time to head south and see what we can find this way. So what we've done so far is we've got down to here. There wasn't anything showing on the radar here, but we found another Krill base. So I think just to wind the video up, we're just going to go and take a look-see at this and see what it is. And I'll be right back once we arrive there. Here we are. We found another defense pylon. So it seems the Krill take their security quite seriously, but it's not defending anything, which is a bit strange, but never mind. So we're just going to land here for the moment. This is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. What I will do off camera is do a bit more exploration around to see if we can find any major Krill settlements on the surface. If not, in the next part, we will go up into space and check out the space station. I think there was at least one up in the system. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.